Hey guys, welcome back to Order Up Grand Island. This month, I was given the opportunity to sit down with Bear Nichols, owner of Grandmother's Keeper, and discuss all of the sweet treats she has to offer.
My name is Bear Chelsea Angela Courier Nichols Wright, and nice. Just so everybody gets that full understanding, yes, I have 2 first names, 2 middle names, and 2 last names. Bam! That's fun. My business is Grandmother's Keeper, and it originated because when I came back home after a failed relationship and after getting out of culinary school, I had to restart my life. And I ended up getting a position at a restaurant managing it, and they had no pastries, no cakes, no nothing, not even soup. So as a chef, I decided to turn it upside down first, and then I brought in soups. I did the specials on the weekend. I managed the front and part of the back, and I also made all the cakes and cupcakes. And from there, things started to happen. And I sat down at Wasabi with my mom one day, and I had these dreams, and my grandmother had passed away a few years prior, and she taught me everything there was to know about teas. So Grandmother's Keeper first started out as a tea business with cakes and everything else, because what better to go with tea time than crumpets and cake, right? So I started designing over 300 different loose leaf teas, which I still do, but my passion was more in the creativity part of making cakes and seeing how people loved them. And there's no bigger honor than watching a person, as creepy as this, peeking out the door, watching a person take that first bite and hearing the sounds out of their mouth. And that is the best kind of compliment you can get, whether you're a pastry chef, just a baker, or a chef or anything like that. That's the best kind of thing possible. So sitting down with my mom, I said, I want to do something to keep Nanny's name alive. So I decided to do Grandmother's Keeper.
You kind of went into this a little bit, but from your Facebook page, I can see that you offer more than baked goods like teas. Can you share with us everything you have to offer?
I also do lotions and bath salts. So I have very, very sensitive skin. When I was younger, my face was halfway burned off. So I have to be very careful with anything I use on my face. And then my skin as well, I'll sometimes break out into rashes if it's a certain kind of ingredient in it. So I have to be really, really careful, especially in the bathtub. So I designed bath salts and lotions that do not affect sensitive skin, that are welcoming to that part. And I've had great feedback on those things. One of my friends has kids that have skin issues, and they haven't had any issues with my bath salts or my lotions, and that's been a big issue. What kid doesn't want to smell like Elsa? Okay, I mean, Yes. So I've made those things, and I really do enjoy making those. But I also do pastries, as far as cannolis. I do mini donuts. As you can see on some of my cupcakes, like the Candyland, it has a donut and everything on it. And oh my God, I do brownies, I do chocolates, I do chocolate covered cherries, I do booze cherries, I do all kinds of that stuff.
I love that.
I do cherry mashes and all that, but that's only on made to order, basically, because it's not a big seller, and time frame and time management wise, I'm a one-woman show. Altogether, I am a one-woman show. I get no help. So if you put in that order, I'll get you taken care of. But chances of me having that out sporadically anymore, probably not.
Yeah.
Maybe at some of the shows, but not.
Makes sense. I get that, yeah.
But I do cakes. and most people don't know this because you see so many of the cupcakes and everything, but I do big cakes, I do wedding cakes, anniversary cakes, I do monster cakes. I'm just did a giveaway, I did a drawing, so this last week where anytime you bought cupcakes or even repeated buying them, came back and bought more, you would get your name in a hat to win the dragon cake that I did.
Oh wow.
So I did that yesterday, and I already contacted the person and they are super excited about it. I'll be delivering it tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Why did you decide to base your business in Grand Island? Like, did you grow up in Grand Island?
Okay, so weird thing, crazy thing is I grew up in Grand Island. I was born in Grand Island. Didn't actually live in Grand Island. Both my parents were teachers, and being a brittle diabetic, they wanted me in their area, so they transferred me to Grand Island schools instead of Chapman schools or Central City schools, because that's where my home was. But after high school, I went to Wayne State, and I didn't enjoy that. So after all that, I traveled for a while. I've lived in the Amazon jungle. I've traveled a lot of places, and I've been privileged. My parents made sure that I was able to do things that they always wanted to do and never got to do, but wanted me to have the chance to do. I decided to just stay and figure out what path I really wanted to take, and I wasn't sure, but I was living back home. I got the job. I was making very good money, and I finally got a place of my own. Found my feet. Got an animal. And that's kind of how it stayed. My parents, they're amazing. My dad's 81, and my mom is 70. So yeah, they're needing help, and I just want to be there now for them more than anything, because they're my backbone. We may argue, we may very much disagree, we may scream and yell at each other, but they are the reason why I have stayed. And I have gotten a lot of offers to go elsewhere, but home is where the heart is. And my heart's here for now, definitely. And I want to make a business where in Grand Island, to where you have choices and you can get something fun, and the sky can be the limit, like not even the limit for you. Just be creative, and I will do my best to bring that to life for you. I'm enjoying learning how to do different molds and sculpting different things, because a lot of my sculpting is just by hand. Like I have molds, but I don't use a lot of them. So like some of the cakes, like the bass cake that you've probably seen on my thing, I did the bass completely with my hands.
That is very, very impressive.
It's impressive to me, because I didn't know I could do that. Like, I just started doing it, but I'm very much hands-on. And I think that, like, that's how I learn.
What's been the most rewarding part?
Most rewarding, having people come to my door and tell me their stories of why they're getting cupcakes, or how they came across me and what's going on in their life. I had a woman tell me, one morning she came and got stuff. She said, thank you. And I'm like, it's no problem. You're good. She said that she's getting these cupcakes for the nurses. I'm like, oh, where do you work as a nurse? I was in healthcare. It's awesome. That's awesome. She's like, no, I've been fighting cancer. And I'm like, that is so nice. That is so nice. I get to hear these amazing stories, and I get to make friends, and I get to build partnerships, and it's been this beautiful ride. And I have no in particular memory of what makes everything go, but I can tell you that every person that comes to my door is like another family member, because you're always hopeful that they like your stuff. And then when they come back and you get these messages, and they're like, "It was amazing," or you get these pictures and you get these videos. That's the most rewarding thing ever. Like, I know I'm tearing up, but like that's just, it just gets to me. It pulls at my heartstrings so much.
For sure.
So much, because I get to be a part of these people's lives. I'm doing 2 baby showers this next week and 2 birthdays. And I get to make a Harry Potter cake, and I get to make an Encanto cake, and these baby showers, and they're doing all these flavors, and it's like, I get to be a part of your kids' lives. Yeah. I get to be a part of your babies that aren't babies quite yet, they're still in the womb, but we're going to celebrate it.
Yes.
And that is, my best friend reminded me this morning, like, those have been your memorable moments. I'm like, yeah.
What would be your most like requested item that you offer?
Oh gosh. So it is the almond butter salted caramel pretzel cupcake.
Oh my goodness.
Or cake if you want to turn it into that.
Oh gosh, that's amazing.
I literally usually sell out within an hour after making them, or have people on a list for them. The second one would probably be my peanut butter cup.
A classic.
Yes. Yeah, and everything after that is just second to those 2, it seems. Some months it'll be the thing that sells the most will be the coconut, or another will be the Snickers or something, but it is always those 2 that seem to be year-round that I make the most of. Sometimes I'll do 2 to 3 batches of both in a week, and I'm like, I didn't plan on this. This is not what I want, but okay. You want that? I'll give it to you, sugar. I will make it happen.
Yes. I love that. Which item is your personal favorite? The monster cakes?
No, it's not the monster. It's the nerds. So I had a hankering one day while I was still working with special needs, and I was sitting down and I was really having a hankering. Here I am, a diabetic, and I'm just hankering this. Like, nerds are my favorite candy, one of my favorite candies in the world. And they come out with all kinds anymore, which is awesome. And so I'm like, okay, I could do this. They have to make this. They gotta make this. They do make this. Okay, so I found the extract and I put it together, what I was gonna do, designed it just like I did the Ghostbusters cupcakes, like anything. Like, I write it out, I design it, and then it's up here forever. And so I was like, grape, strawberry, strawberry grape, put it together, top it off, put it inside, it'll fall out. And it tastes exactly like a nerd all the way through, from the frosting to the cake to the nerds inside, obviously. It is 100% a nerd cupcake.
Any last sentiments or promotions you wish to share?
Yes, actually. So, one, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Grand Island, for all the love and support, and the continued love and support, because you guys are phenomenal. So phenomenal. Never in a million years would I have thought I would have so much love and kindness come at me as I do from you. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate it and value every single person that comes my way. Second, I will be set up on the 24th at Anytime Fitness.
Perfect place to sell cupcakes.
Right, and I will actually be having my full protein line of cupcakes.
Oh my gosh, wow.
I'm hoping things go forward with them. We are so excited about that, because that's my #1 gym. And it's been an honor to be asked to do that and go in cahoots with them, because they're celebrating all of us customers being a part of Anytime Fitness. And I'm able to sell my stuff there and let the community know that you don't just have to have blah food that says it's nutrition for you. Like, these are protein. These are all protein-based cupcakes, which will have your protein supplements in it. And I'm very excited to do those again, because I haven't done them in like 8 years. So this will be awesome. So awesome.
I'm gonna have to stop by. That sounds so interesting.
Right? And then also, I went into cahoots with Dr. Drywall, and for every time you want them to come and take a look or commission them to drywall your house or anything, they will bring you a free box of cupcakes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that.
So we went into cahoots with that, and that's what's gonna happen. So if you want those cupcakes and you want them on the house, you get a hold of it. Yes.
Hell yeah. I love that.
Need some work done at your house? Yeah, just call them because you gonna get free cupcakes.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't know what kind you're gonna get, but you're gonna get some.
Be free. Okay, and how can customers get a hold of you to wrap this up?
Okay, so you can get a hold of me through Grandmother's Keeper, which is on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You can also get a hold of me through my personal Facebook, which is Bear Nichols.
Okay.
And if you see me on the exchange with all my stuff, you can definitely get a hold of me. I will give you my phone number,
Yes. Okay.
which is 712-330-5216.
After meeting with Bear, it was safe to say that I was blown away by her creativity and passion for what she does. She was kind enough to bring me a Nerds flavored mini monster cake to try out. I was amazed with how much it tasted like Nerds candy and how I hadn't seen or tasted anything quite like it before. I would highly recommend reaching out to Bear for all of your baking, tea, and bath salt needs because it's easy to see how much she cares about her products and her customers. Alright, that'll do it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time for Order Up Grand Island.